What up, everybody? Let's talk about it. How to Get Away with Murder. Season 4 episode. Who knows? Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Y'all know this episode was good. This whole season has been good. It's like everything, okay? It's getting better and better. We are only 48 hours away from whoever is going to get killed, whatever is going to happen. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, we getting a lot of Connor and Oliver this season. They have really switched roles completely because now Oliver is the one who lying and keeping secrets about what he doing away from Connor. As true to Oliver's character, he did tell him the truth this episode. This episode opens and closes with them. And they're in a little tent they made with sheets. And, in the morning he's trying to get him to stay. Connor is going to work. He's talking about, he's back committed. He want to be committed to the job. They're finally doing something good in the world. And he's so happy. Oliver can see how really this is bringing like a spark for the law. Okay, he needs to enroll his ass back in law school. Okay, it's bringing to Connor. Annalise goes to therapy and Isaac opens the door. She arrives in the therapist's office. And she turns around and tells him that this is their last session. But when he says, why you don't want to come, he's questioning her. She's like, I don't want to say. When you have the feelings, I don't want to say. And so it was kind of like in a sexual way. It was weird. We knew that it was because Jacqueline, his ex-wife, visited her and told her everything that's going on with him. And so that's why she can't be, with him anymore as a therapist. But it came off as like, I like you and I want to get with you. Was that just me? Like, I want to be here because I have these feelings. Because then she said something about Sam. I don't want to repeat the same pattern. I fell in love with him because he made me feel like it was my fault and all of this here. And I'm like, girl, what you trying to do, Annalise? In this same montage, we see Jacqueline talking to Annalise and telling Annalise what's going on with her husband. She says she thinks that he's using heroin again. She thinks that he out there bad. Annalise is pissed off because this is very unprofessional for her to come to her. She signs paperwork that says that she's leaving him and she's going to be her new doctor, but really she's not going to her at all because Annalise could get all their licenses taken away because all of the stuff that he's done and her even coming to her like this. She don't have to go to the psychologist at all no more. She just signs her paperwork and says that she's good. She's going back and forth. We're going back and forth between them two. Those two scenes happening at the same time. Isaac is trying to get her not to leave and telling her this is just relapse behavior. You're going to drink when you leave here. Please don't leave. But y'all, he looked like he on the edge. He looked like he tweaking a little bit. He kind of, you know what I'm saying? He got that crackhead lean. I don't know. Is he back on that narcotic? I hope he ain't back on that narcotic, y'all. She said she need another therapist and that's it. She just says, just let me go. She walks out and he's standing up there looking like he was about to, he was so excited and he just had to get himself back together, honey. It was a mess. He's sitting up there looking like a crackhead. Michaela is trying to make up with Astra. Astra is still packing all his stuff. She's telling him that she loves him. She wants to be with him. And Astra is saying, maybe they was never okay. Maybe they was never good because she want him to be her Barack, but he white. He can't be Barack. And she was like, I ain't want you to be Barack. I just want you to be Astra. And first she tried to blame it on her mama like, no, girl, your mama might have been a bad example, but it's grown, girl. You know how to treat people. Don't act like that. Astra is pissed. He said something about her dress, that $20,000 dress, her ex-boyfriend bought her. Why she have to look at it in the closet? She only gave him one drawer. You ever thought about how that make him feel? He just gets upset and he reread Michaela for filth, okay? She love him and she just wants him to be okay again, okay? But he's not with it. So this episode, we trying to get our case certified for a class action suit. So what's going on is that they're going to try to come at Annalise about her past, about her alcoholism, about all her problems with that, and they're going to try to not even get the case classified. We in court, we getting ready to start, and she kind of get ambushed with the whole it was an alcoholic thing. So they're in court and they bring up a picture, or they bring up the fact that she don't have enough plaintiffs, but now that the case got some publicity, she have almost 100 plaintiffs. She have like 79 plaintiffs, and he's saying, okay, well, you're an alcoholic, you have alcoholism problems. Oh, we're going to put this picture in as exhibit. You're holding a bottle of gin or something like that. Come to find out, this girl put the gin on her car and she took the picture of her and she was throwing it away in the trash can, so it made it look like she was trying to hold a gin. So I'm like, this is blatant corruption and just, it's just pitiful, child. Their DA department is pitiful. I'm like, y'all doing all of this. This is your plan. So Asher decides to tell Frank about what's going on with Laurel's plan. So he like, y'all better tell him or I'm gonna damn tell him. You gonna tell him. So they tell him, and Frank think they should go to the police. and they should just solve things that way and leave it up to the police. He don't want to have nothing to do with it. Laurel and Michaela know that her father will, pay off the police, and they gonna have to prove it if they want it to be. They want Wes to get justice. Okay? I'm so tired of this, child. Wes is dead. Let that man rest in peace. Y'all, this is the stupidest plan ever in the history of plans. It's so stupid. I'm so over this. So Tegan asked Michaela to throw a party for her because Antares going public, and she wants her to plan a party for that Friday. And so she says that's when we can steal the tag. Simon asked Oliver to fix his computer. He said he got a virus on the computer or something. Talking about, was you on Pornhub? I don't know if you was on Pornhub, whatever. So he got a virus on his computer. He need Oliver to fix the computer. And Oliver finds out that he's a DACA student, which means a delayed, I don't know, whatever it stands for, but it means the children of illegal aliens. He came to visit his cousin when he was little, and they left him here. He did not go back. So he's not a legal citizen. So they can deport them because they're not supposed to commit no crimes. They have to be squeaky clean. That's why I don't understand. But that's a whole nother video. Oliver tells them that they can get Tegan's security pass and they can blame it on Simon, and Simon will get deported. I said, listen, y'all, I don't like Simon. Simon is the most aggravating, horrible, he's and then that whole murderer posters all over campus he did, that whole thing. But I don't want the boy to get deported. Really? I would almost rather he get killed than deported. He said Pakistan. Y'all gonna deport? He been here since he was 7-year-old. Where is he going? Where is he going? Who is he going to? Y'all, I said, don't do this. This is horrible. Y'all ain't got no type of morality. Will West want you to do this? I just don't think he will want that. And I'm just this is crazy. Don't do this to this man. Don't do it to Simon. She gets the DA to work with her. He wants to be the attorney general. So he's running against the now attorney general. So Annalise gets him to work with her to give her that lady to testify to say she took the picture of her to kind of discredit him and make him look bad because, like I said, the election is coming up. He wants to be the new attorney general. So they work together. Crazy, but they work together. So it's looking like it's a conspiracy to make Annalise look really bad. Bonnie stops the attorney general in the parking garage and says that she used to work for Annalise and she knows how to take her down. So I'm thinking Bonnie is going to redeem herself because she messed up the whole thing last week and she feels so bad about what she did to Annalise. Goes to Frank and said, I didn't think you really loved me. I thought you was just high because of the score on your test. And he's like, no, I really love you. I mean everything I said. She was like, well, if you really love me, you love the person I am now, the person who can't, and they won't rest until we find out what happened to Wes and putting my dad in jail for all these horrible things and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, all she had to say was that. So Frank was down with the plan. Like I said, they came up with the plan about how they was going to steal Tegan's security card. Annalise, when she met with Jacqueline, she talks about, she knows she's not the only person who talk about suicide. Why is she triggering Isaac? And Jacqueline is like, listen, y'all a perfect storm. I really can't say no more than that. We lost our daughter. Well, she said that earlier about how they lost the daughter. The daughter is not Lila, okay? But it still would be dope if the daughter was Lila. But the daughter's not Lila. Her name was Shayla or something like that. She just said that you're a perfect storm. The patients you care about the most, the ones who affect you the most. So I'm like, do he like her? I'm confused. What is their connection other than he lost a daughter? Because that was a baby and Bonnie lost a baby. They got more of a close connection. You lost a whole grown person that was your child. So I'm kind of like, okay, what's going on with this? I kind of feel like Isaac's storyline is a little extra that we don't need if it's not going to tie into Annalise. Either he in love with her or he knows her from the past or something like that. I kind of feel like it's a little bit extra. I don't know. I feel like we got the extras with the cases that we had. And his storyline is taking the place of the cases of the week type situations, I guess. Astra and Michaela have that argument I was telling you about. He says, Barack, Michelle, maybe he just, waiting on her. Maybe he just the one before she meet the husband that she's really going to marry and he needs to step out the way and let her do that. No, I love you and la la la. So that was that. Annalise is in the shower. She hears somebody creeping around the house. She hops out the shower. She get the gat. Okay, she get to walking around the house and she sees somebody has left a bottle of vodka on the counter. So she ends up at Nate's house. I was like, come through, Nate, for your friend. Child, this was my favorite scene of the whole episode because Annalise, so they talking and he was, started ragging on her about how she did the woman on the stand and she like, look, Denver picked her. And he was like, but how you do that? You playing dirty all the time. And she was like, listen, I'm finna go to the hotel because I ain't got time for nobody to be beating up on me tonight. I am too tired. And he was like, I'm not beating up on you, but I'm just trying to tell you, you playing dirty. Listen, I got to play dirty to win this case. He says something about, So he says about her wearing her down, her losing sleep, and her possibly relapsing. It's just not no way to live life. Baby, she leaned in like she was finna get a kiss, and Nate was like, denied. Okay, he denied her ass like Nakia Mabel Tumbo, bitch. I said, ah! Girl, you done took this man through all type of drama and played him out like 2 or 3 times, sis. Girl, he do not have time for you and your shenanigans. He played her, honey. It was funny. He said, all right, well, you sleep tight. Okay, girl. He gave her that blanket and she laid on that couch like she was just distraught. That shit was funny to me. I said, Annalise, you deserve that one, though. You deserve, girl. You got that master cootie cat, but it ain't work on him this time. So they get to court the next day and Isaac is there. And so she tell kind of, hey, just go in there and mind your business. Mind your business. So they walk up in there and he tells her that he got subpoenaed by the attorney general. So they go into court and he is on the stand. So they're asking him, do they think that Annalise is able to work on the case and, you know, her being an alcoholic is going to help her relapse. And then he lies. He was like, you know, faltering on the stands. Like I said, he had that crackhead, like, you know, the little tweak, y'all. He got it. He got it. Don't act like he ain't got it. He got it. He said that he believes that she's committed to the job and he thinks that she's going to be able to do it in X, Y, and Z. So he got up there and lied, basically, is what he did. So Annalise is like, why did you lie? Why did you not tell the truth? And he's like, I just assessed at the time that you would be, you know, that this would hurt your sobriety. If you didn't get this, you would probably relapse. So that's why I did that. And she's like, okay. She says, you know, am I triggering you? And he's like, no, you're not triggering me. What do you mean you're not triggering me? She says that she hurts people, you know, everybody she's around, that she hurts them. And Sam tried to convince her that it was not true. That's when she talks about Sam? I guess that's when she talks about Sam. She almost tells him about the murders, y'all, that she's done or whatever. And he's like, you know, nobody can do that. You didn't cause those things to happen. He was like, who put you up to this? Did Bonnie tell you? Did Bonnie tell you what's going on? She don't have your best interest at heart. Is it Bonnie? It's not Bonnie. It's your ex-wife. And he was like, dun, dun, dun. What? Yeah, your ex-wife snitched on you, bro. After he got off the stand, Bonnie was walking out with the attorney general and he was like, girl, what the hell? You told me that he was going to demolish her on the stand. And she was like, I thought she was going to. I thought she would. She was like, I'm sorry I screwed up. You probably do that all the time, or you seem like you do that all the time. Nate was like, hey, you know, you did that. She was like, yeah, I knew he was going to get up there. I knew he was going to lie on the stand and protect her because you know him. What you mean? I know him. Well, I saw him coming out your office the other day. I told y'all Nate saw him creeping around that corner. He was like, you know him. Bonnie, you went to him for therapy. That's how far gone you are. And she was like, please don't tell Annalise. I'm like, so she did know that was her therapist. And so that's why she chose him to go be her therapist. Bonnie is a stalker. Bonnie is a single white female. Ain't nobody got to... Bonnie is, she done lost it, y'all. Bonnie is on the deep. What's really going on with Bonnie, honey? Bonnie finna put a bag over Annalise's head in a minute. We ain't got, listen, Bonnie needs therapy and an intervention. Something's going on. Somebody need to pray for Bonnie. Put her on the list. So Annalise gets her certification for her case because the judge say, hey, look, y'all over here hating on this girl, but she's doing the right thing. Y'all don't see no reason why this case can't go forward. So one good thing did happen. Everybody's excited. She finally did something good, and we even had some happy movie music. It was like dun 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 dun. It was nice music. It was nice. Nobody got killed. It was great. They got their case. We on and popping. Class action. So Oliver comes home and Connor has set up the little tent, and they get in the tent and Connor's talking about how he's so happy. He's never been so happy in his life. He's calling his family just to tell them how happy he is. He has a little twisted tie from the milk and he asks him to marry him, and then Oliver spills all the tea. He tells them they know who killed Wes. They know what they're gonna do about it. And he basically just busts kind of just whole bubble child. Kind of just sitting up there dumbfounded. This stupid ass plan. Okay, this is stupid. This is a stupid plan. We flash forward to 48 hours later. Every Whitey has a reason to be at this party for some reason or not. And we're getting snippets of everything that we've already seen and intermixed with this surgery going on at the hospital. I really and truly believe they have a C-section. I really think that this blood everywhere is Laurel having his baby. But somebody ended up in that office dead, or somebody is really severely injured. Something is going on. I don't know. Is it Connor? We haven't seen Connor at all. So is it Connor? It's not Astra. It's not Michaela. It's not Laurel. It could be Laurel. It's definitely not Frank. It's not Isaac, and it ain't Annalise. And how does Annalise tie into this? I think that Isaac and Annalise have a real, like, back and forth going on. Like, we don't know if the tension between them is sexual tension or if the tension between them is just, you know, some type of weird addict, you know, bond. And so I don't know if they're gonna do it or not. Like, I can't tell y'all, because if I'm not lying to you, when she said, you know, it's because I don't want to say, it's like she rushed out the room like she like him, or she was trying to make him think she like him. So that's gonna be interesting to see how that whole thing plays out. This Bonnie storyline is like the best storyline to me, because I think they're gonna sneak up on us with whatever Bonnie does, because she's so low key, but she crazy as hell. So this whole Bonnie storyline is probably the most exciting one to me, because Bonnie has really gone off the deep end, y'all. If you stalking somebody like that, girl, you really got some problems, girl. Bonnie done lost it, honey. Annalise, you in danger, girl. Laurel and Frank, I don't care. This whole plot playing with Laurel is just stupid. Y'all, the whole thing is just stupid. And I just wish they wouldn't do it, y'all. I really do. I don't know. We'll see what happens. This was a great episode. I want to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, people. Like I said, I'm doing my advice video and my hot topics video, what's popping, tomorrow. So if you have any topics that you think I should talk about, you can leave them below. I got some in mind. If you want any advice from me, go ahead and email me at the address below in the description box, and I will hook you up with the best advice I can give you. Y'all have a blessed week, and I'll see y'all next week. Peace.